Alrighty, how's it going, fellas? Welcome back to another trade recap video. This video is also going to kind of encompass my weekly analysis for this next upcoming week. But without further ado, let's just kind of get into it. I only took one trade this week. I didn't trade any other days. I mean, I had some like a little setup on Tuesday, but I didn't end up taking a trade. So we can kind of cover what happened a little bit. So this was Asian session here, and then this was Friday New York session. So you could see Asian session, we came up, we came out, swept out these highs here, and then we made a fucking massive rally, giant dick to the downside there. Um, so we left this giant imbalance here. Then you can see we came down. This is London session here. Made another giant dick to the downside. And yeah, this is kind of where we can get into our analysis of where we took the trade. Looking back on this now, just from almost a week later, I should have taken this trade completely differently, but we can kind of break down what we did here. So we did take a long and we did take a W, but our analysis and what we predicted of price to do was wrong, ultimately. So you can see this giant dick to the downside from London session. Then New York opens, and then we come up, we fill this imbalance here, and then this is what we can kind of go into the 5 minute about here, right? So you can see I had my equilibrium lines drawn out from this low here, taking out these lows and these lows here. And I also had it from these highs, right? So, and then this high was from the fill of the fair value gap. So, what did the trade, like, what did the trade look like? Oh my god. So, I had my equilibrium lines there, and then we also have a fair value gap to the upside right here, right? So, oops. So I had my equilibrium. I seen price dipped into this equilibrium right here, into this 50% mark. Then I seen a break of structure to the upside here, confirming that we might be flipping bullish. This was on the 1 minute, of course. So then I also, when this made its top and we started seeing some downward action to the downside, I drew out some equilibrium lines from this low here to this high. Then I seen the tap in of this 50% mark here. After this reaction to the upside, I ended up taking the trade. I got filled here at 156.634, and I had my first take profit at these highs here. I had my second take profit here. Hit first take profit, and then we ended up getting stopped out, and not ended up hitting the second take profit. So then now we can go into Tuesday, right? We come up, we make this giant dick to the downside in New York session, but we end up filling it and just completely disrespecting it. Then through Asian session and London session, we just kind of have this chop here. Then, and New York opened at 6. We made this pretty big candle to the upside here, and I drew out our fair value gap there. And then I drew out our equilibrium lines from this low here to this high here. I wanted to see push down into this 50% mark. We never really ended up getting that. Then I ended up drawing out this from these lows here to these highs here, and then you can see we did come back into it, and we almost tapped into the 75%. But I didn't take a trade on Tuesday, so who knows if I would have used that as a correct setup. Now, I didn't really trade any other days, so we can kind of just get into what happened um, on these particular days. So you can see on Wednesday we Made a giant dick back down to the downside. We're having some downward action now. After breaking structure to the downside now on the daily time frame, but on the weekly time frame we're still bullish, right? But on the daily, we're looking bearish right now. Yeah, we're still having some bearish momentum here unless we could seem to break above this high here, and we could actually see in just a few minutes or just a few seconds if it does. If we get a break of structure here, this will mean we are flipping to the upside on the 4-hour time frame. On the hourly time frame, we're bullish right now, and I honestly see price coming down some more, and maybe coming down, taking out these lows here, this next upcoming week, because we are bearish this upcoming week. So I could see price coming down and sweeping out some of these lows here. But ultimately we'll just have to kind of see. I think that's really all I got. Kind of check for the news for this next upcoming week. So tomorrow, on May 6th, we have a GBP bank holiday. We don't trade GBP though, so we're all good. Tuesday, we're pretty good. On Wednesday, we got an orange candle news, or orange folder news at 11:10 or 11:01. Oh my lord. On Thursday, we got some unemployment claims at 6:30, and then at 11:01 again, we got 30-year bond action. And then on Friday, we got prelim consumer sentiment. But I think that's really all we got. We'll kind of see what this next upcoming week has for us regarding the chart and whatnot. We can kind of see what Bitcoin's doing too. If oops. Let's do this. Bitcoin. What is this? I just want to look at Bitcoin. So looks like we're this is actually some pretty bullish action here. We can see that this is our weekly lows here, and you can see that we wicked above it, and or wicked below it, and now we're actually making some momentum to the upside. This is, to me, looks pretty bullish. I know if we can break above these highs here, at least on the Bitcoin chart, things could get pretty parabolic. But I guess we'll see. We could come back up and be another, quad top, but who knows? If y'all enjoyed this video, just let me know. Y'all have a great day.